When do we get to a point where we have to start questioning Brad Stevens? Are we at that point yet?
Okay, so...
We talked about the starting lineups, but we're not... I mean, that's it, right? Like, there's no other complaints when it comes to Brad Stevens, right?
I don't think that it's a Brad Stevens problem right now. I think Brad is okay with this because he's a long-term guy. He's always been a long-term guy. Even when they won 16 straight games last year, he was like, "This is not our team. Mm-hmm. I'm actually upset we're winning these many games. People are they're going to think they're better than they actually are."
Exactly.
Right?
He didn't want them to be overconfident.
So I think Brad Stevens is sort of sitting there like sort of not really like, he may say something, they may not do it, and he may just, lay off right now. You know what I mean? To see and look at the tape. Did it work? Your way, did it work? I'll give him until Christmas. I'll give Brad Stevens until Christmas. I've been critical of Brad already.
I'm surprised you're giving him that long.
I've been critical already, but I don't think just because
that's almost 2 months away.
Well, just because Christmas is coming, man. No, but
Sean has a kid now. He's all excited. About Christmas.
Yeah, man. No, I already think about the lights. How I'm going to do the out front, man. Got the gonna go big this year. Go big or go home. No,
you're gonna be that guy who puts the lights up right after Christmas. Christmas night.
No,
I mean
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I'm not Black Friday shopping. I'm gonna be working out in front of my house, baby.
Right after Thanksgiving dinner is done, he's out there with the lights.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking about putting like
Santa Claus on the chimney.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the roof. Definitely gonna get on the roof.
Get some stuff up there.
Yeah,
I'm not helping.
Get some stuff up there.
I'll hold the ladder, but I ain't going up there.
All right, man.
I ain't going up there.
I don't trust you to hold my ladder, bro.
Wait, aren't you afraid of heights?
Yeah, mad afraid of heights.
And you're willing to go up there?
Get a couple vodkas in me, man. I'll be all right.
Yo, Jordan's not even gonna remember this, so just keep that in mind.
No, but you set the precedent.
In case you break your back.
You set the precedent the first Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, if you ball out the first Christmas, then guess what has to happen on the second Christmas?
I mean, I'm all about the interior decorating, though. I mean, you want to go to the outside and that's for when Jordan's like 5, 6. That's when you're making memories.
No, man. You know what? I got a problem with this neighborhood too, man. Trick or treating was a bust. I don't really decorate the house for Halloween and shit. But next year I'm balling out on Halloween. I didn't have one single fucking trick or treater.
Yeah, I know. You were pissed.
So Christmas, everyone's gonna know it's fucking Christmas in this neighborhood, man. It'll be like the Chevy Chase.
Okay, well then by Christmas we'll see the Celtics against the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yep.
We'll see Jimmy Butler in the mix. And that's the pinpoint. That's the check mark you're giving for Brad Stevens.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think that he'll figure it out before then. Like, I think that's giving him a little bit of cushion. Obviously I'm the biggest Brad Stevens guy you'll ever see. You
don't want to see a new head coach, not at that point.
No, not at all. And I'm not even gonna say that at Christmas, but like, I think at that point, if you get to Christmas and you're a 500 team, Brad Stevens' message is not resonating with this group. That's the assumption that we can make. Because right now it's definitely not. You give him 20 more games, it should, right? At some point there should be like a 6, 7, 8 game winning streak in that, which brings you above water. But I'm saying if you get to Christmas and you're still middling around 500 and, you've had a couple big wins, but a couple of dud losses along the way, and, you're still not seeing the right Tatum, you're still not seeing, I think that's my point where I'm going to say something needs to happen with this team. Brad Stevens' message isn't getting through to this team. Don't change what Brad Stevens has done. Obviously, he's taken teams, right?
You want to see a change to the personnel.
There's got to be a personnel change at that point. Big time. Right. Big time. That's the point I say. Is this working? If you get to Christmas, you can definitively say yes or no.
I've been content with Brad Stevens overall. I'll say that. What's surprising me right now is he hasn't held his players accountable for what's going on. And I'm really surprised by that. Yeah. You're seeing him make excuses for his team. Listen, I get it. There's a metric out there that records the level of difficulty teams are facing in terms of their opponents, and the Celtics are number 1 on that list. The Celtics have had the toughest schedule.
They're supposed to be the best team in the East.
The first 11 games. But hey, out of 30 teams in the NBA, the Celtics have had the toughest first 11 games of the regular season.
Okay. Couple that with the fact that we thought they would start a little bit slow with trying to work Gordon Hayward back into it.
Right. And maybe Brad Stevens, Raptors early and the
maybe Brad Stevens is able to look at it and just say, okay, this is this is what he expected. But I don't think
I'm just surprised he said that though. Like he pointed to that.
Yeah.
And he also
that's not Brad Stevens though.
It's not.
That's Brad Stevens making his team, I think, sort of goes back to what I said before. Last year they won 16 straight, right? He said we're not this good.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't want his team to feel too good.
But that's the thing, though. With me, it's like, why aren't we hearing that same kind of Brad?
Because I think it's different. I think it's different. I don't think the team's overconfident. I don't think the team's confident. I think Brad's managing that way. I think he sees a lot of shaky mental states right now with his team, whether it's Hayward, Tatum, Brown, Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie's been a head case all season so far. It's hot, cold Kyrie, right? I think he sees that and he's being sensitive to it. And maybe he's trying something different, but at one point, I think you're going to see that he's just going to put his foot down and say, listen, get into the gym, Tatum. I'm not playing you. I'm playing you 15 minutes tonight. Coming off the bench, find yourself. You know what I mean?
Tatum did come off the bench in the second half against the Phoenix Suns. I mean, he had it with Tatum. We didn't see Tatum until the fourth quarter of that game.
And I think this team used to get out of their slumps on the defensive end. I mean, they have, even against Phoenix, they didn't do anything defensively, really. Maybe they had a couple of steals here and there.
Not until the second half, yeah.
No, but even on the comeback, I mean, Phoenix just started to go back to where they were. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they reminded you that they're the Phoenix Suns. But hey, you can't sleep on what Irving did, though. Like, Irving made some huge steals down the stretch, especially the play that turned into a fast break layup for Jaylen Brown. I mean, that doesn't happen without Kyrie Irving stealing the ball from Devin Booker. And they turned to Devin Booker time and time again, and Booker did deliver a few big shots in the overtime. Him and Kyrie were just going back and forth, but obviously Kyrie got the best of him, and that's the way it played out. I mean, we all knew going into overtime, there's no way the Suns are going to win this game. Yeah. I mean, the second that the Celtics forced OT, forget it. They had no chance. I mean, their confidence was completely shot, and we knew the Celtics were going to win the game. But the Celtics shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with.
So I do have to retract something. I put out a tweet watching that Phoenix Suns game where I was, the lowest of the lows, watching that first half. I said Kyrie sucks. Kyrie doesn't suck. All right, Kyrie doesn't suck, but we need more out of Kyrie still. If you're a supporter of the Boston Celtics or you're a Boston Celtics player, you need more from Kyrie. I'm not talking about scoring. You just need more from him.
What do you want from him? What else?
Leadership. Okay. You need him to be a leader. He's not a leader, man. Whatever he's doing, he's tried two different ways.
No, don't bring up Denver now. You get the Celtics fans all riled up. Get the green teamers all pissed off.
I still don't get it.
They love that. It's passion. It's competitiveness. When you act like a child and throw the ball into the stands, I mean that means he really cares about the game.
Kyrie needs to be a leader. Here's the thing. He's trying. I think the Celtics have enough talent to win games with Kyrie and even the 75% Kyrie. I just need him to be a leader. That's what this team is missing. Other than Brad Stevens, and I want an answer. Other than Brad Stevens, who's the voice of this team?
Kyrie.
Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris is the leader of this team. Hands down so far. And that can't happen. You can't have your bench player and your goon be the leader of this team, man. Kyrie needs to be a leader. It's either Kyrie or you can't look at Tatum to be a leader. Al Horford's always been a silent leader.
Yeah, he's a locker room leader.
He's there, but he's not getting them out, going out to battle.
No.
This team needs somebody like that. And as much as I want to hate on LeBron James, and how stupid he is, and no, just and people look at him like you're a loser. He has a way to get people
to do what he wants.
To do what he wants, right? Even though what he wants is probably the wrong thing.
I'll
just trade you away, right?
Yeah.
But he's a leader, right? Not a good leader, but he's some type of leader.
He's a good leader.
He's a type of leader. I don't want to, but I'm just saying, Kobe Bryant, leader. You look at the best teams in the NBA right now.
You can go back to the 08 team or that era. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, leaders. Yeah.
Saying there's something to say.
Held his teammates accountable.
Something to be said about holding your teammates accountable and being a leader, and that is not evident on this team right now. And Kyrie, if you want to stay in Boston long term and you want to be a Boston Celtic and the leader of this team, you need to start showing it. And that's what I'm looking for out of Kyrie. Not the fact that, I'm sorry, if the team is playing absolute hot dog shit garbage against the Phoenix Suns, you need to get the team going. That's on Kyrie if he's the leader of this team.
To me, it's on Brad Stevens, and that's my other point.
Earlier, I talked about, dude, the coach is always going to tell them. I get it,
but it's like what you said a year ago. Brad was on his team saying, listen, yeah, we're on this winning streak. We've won 16 games, but I don't like the way we're playing. The Celtics are losing games now, and Brad Stevens is not saying that. You don't hear Brad Stevens say, oh, I don't like the way we're playing. This is ridiculous. We need to play better. We saw that in the preseason when he said that they couldn't have played any worse than they played throughout a preseason game.
But here's the thing, though.
Where is that same angry Brad?
No, but Brad,
for these losses throughout this road trip.
Brad is probably saying that to the team. He's probably saying things to the team to try to get them motivated. There's that level down, though. There's the player. There's the leader that needs to be there. I mean, look at Doc Rivers. Even go back to the 08 Celtics. Doc Rivers would get in people's faces when they were playing bad, but guess who they really feared? KG, right? They really feared KG and Paul Pierce because there was some level of accountability in the locker room and not just the coach.
Motherfucker had Big Baby crying.
When LeBron James, when his team wasn't playing, there would be some level of accountability there. Yeah. I remember multiple times where he would get in people's faces and, I mean, even though it looked like he was just blaming somebody. I forget who it was. Who was it on the, Mario Chalmers. Yeah. He used to eat up Mario Chalmers. Eat him up. For no reason. Like Mario Chalmers just passes LeBron the ball, and that's his job, and he's been doing that.
And knocks down threes here and
there.
But
for some reason, if they weren't winning, it was we got on somebody. So that's why I just want to see that out of Kyrie. If Kyrie's going to be the leader of this team, and if he wants, not that he cares, or anybody cares, if he wants my buy-in on Kyrie as the leader, or I think a lot of Celtics Nation, because this will turn into W's, Kyrie needs to be a vocal leader on this team, and that's why I'm going to plant the pitchfork in the ground and I'm dying on that hill, man.
All right.
Because I'm sick of, I think I've been very hard on Kyrie. He's starting to score. The wins still aren't there. It's very hard to be critical of Kyrie right now, but I need more.